Good morning. Steve Gallagher with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. I'm here today to announce an arrest in the murder investigation of Jatar and Bethel, a 25-year-old black male. The suspect in this case is Rashawn Marcel, a 25-year-old black female. Saturday night at approximately 10:45 p.m., Jatar and Bethel and Rashawn Marcel were in a domestic argument in the parking lot of the convenience store located in the 100 block of Century 21 Drive. During that argument, Ms. Marcel stabbed Mr. Bethel in the neck one time with a steak knife. When police arrived, they found Ms. Marcel attending to the victim inside the store. Mr. Bethel was transported from the scene to the hospital where he died from his injury, and Ms. Marcel was transported to the homicide office where she was interviewed. Initially, she said that she arrived at the store and saw the victim suffering from an injury and didn't know what had happened. She was confronted with the fact that there was surveillance video at the store, and when she was confronted with that, she did admit to previously having an argument with the victim at her apartment, and he left the apartment in his car, and she followed him in hers. They eventually arrived at the store. The argument continued inside in the parking lot of the convenience store, where at one point she even tried to run him over with her car. After attempting to run him over, she got out of her car with a steak knife and stabbed the rear tire of his car. As he approached her, she stabbed him in the neck. He then ran into the store where he collapsed, and she went inside and followed him. She has been charged with one count of murder and is booked into the jail. They have a history of being on-again, off-again boyfriend, girlfriend. I think they lived together at one point in time. They have one prior domestic violence incident where back in March of 2015 he was listed as a suspect in a simple battery, and that's about it for their history. I can try to answer any questions.
Do you know about how long they've been sort of on and off, whether it's like a few months or a few years?
I believe it's around 2 to 2.5 years.
I know you said there was an argument involved. Can you kind of go into more details as to what led to that? Like what led to that argument?
I believe it's just over domestic issues between them, bills and living arrangements and in their relationship.
Has this been a typically violent month so far?
I don't know if there's typical. I mean, we've had some violence this month, definitely.
That concern you guys at all?
Oh, it's always concerning. It is.
I think we counted about a half dozen homicides since the beginning of the month. So is this normal? Is this unusual? Are there any programs going on to kind of combat that?
Well, we've had death investigations. I wouldn't say that we've had a half a dozen homicides because that wouldn't be accurate. Obviously there's some that we're still working through to determine the circumstances of the death and the type of incident it actually is. So, as that continues, we'll be able to, either I'd classify the incident appropriately.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.